Welcome to Abroadish. To begin this video, we're starting off in security. At this point, we were just going through check-in. They were checking our passports and making sure that everything was correct. In this next clip, you can see that we are on the way to the plane. This was in New York. From here, we were flying into Edinburgh. And Edinburgh was such a beautiful town, full with history. And in this clip, you can see that we're going through the old town. We're heading up to Castle Rock, where this massive castle was located. And to get to this castle, you had to walk up the Royal Mile. In this picture right here, you can see that I'm at the end of the Royal Mile. Next up is Glasgow. We started off having dinner at this haunted hotel. I had a chicken and potato dish. And the next day, we went on a walking tour around Glasgow. We were shown this beautiful mall, and we were able to shop. And here's a clip from us.
We out here.
Period.
Glasgow.
Period.
Do you have anything to say?
Video. I'm taking a picture. I went out here in Glasgow, global walking tour, 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. Good? Yeah, bye.
Next up, we had a walking tour around Merchant City. This gave us a brief history of what Glasgow had to offer, and we were able to go by the Royal College of Science and Art, and we were able to see murals on the tour as well. And after the long walking tour, we were able to go to my favorite restaurant, DiMaggio's. I ordered a pasta and garlic bread, and it was so good. And this is after I finished eating. And then we were recommended to go to Cushion, this nightclub social. At Cummins Engine, we were able to ask candid questions about what it was like to work in Scotland and how smaller planes like Cummins value work ethic and employees who are dedicated to their job. Next up at SPX Flow, I learned how important it was to have a dedicated team who wasn't stuck and always looking to improve products and deliver to customers in a timely manner. Here's a short clip of the Gelb family when we arrived in Switzerland, and here's a picture of me at the clock. Next up is Annecy, France. But because SPX Flow did cancel a little early, we were able to walk around, and we actually stumbled upon a marketplace that was happening right outside of our hotel in Annecy, France. It was beautiful. All of the locals were selling their food. We were able to get a chicken dish. They were selling different cheeses, breads, and pastries. It was really just a great time and such a remarkable experience. Here you can see are some more up-close pictures of Lake Annecy, and in the background you can see the French Alps. While walking around Annecy, France, we actually stumbled upon somebody who was giving boat tours around Lake Annecy, so we decided to join, and it was such a great experience. The Alps were so beautiful, the water was so beautiful, even though it was a little chilly out there. I wish I had worn a heavier coat. The next day, we visited the tallest peak in Europe, Mont Blanc, and here are some pictures from that. Next up is Milan, Italy. To begin in Milan, we started off with having dinner at a restaurant. Here's pictures of me at the Gelb family, and here's a tour of the Castillo Sofresco. The Castillo Sofresco is in Milan, northern Italy. It was built in the 15th century by Francesco Sofresa, the Duke of Milan, and it is the remains of a 14th century fort, later renovated and enlarged. Here are more pictures and videos taken while in Milan, but during this time, because videos were not allowed, we also visited Lockheed Martin, Leonardo, and this place showed me the importance of maintaining global relations and always being aware of who you're working with. I also learned the importance of constantly improving to stay ahead of competitors. Teatro alla Scala, nicknamed La Scala, is where Italy's greatest operatic artists perform. Last but not least is Venice, Italy. In order to get to Venice, we had to take a boat ride over. It took about 30 minutes, and it was beautiful scenery on the way over, and we ended up in St. Mark's Square. From there, we were given the option to ride river taxis or gondolas. We also had the option to look at traditional Venetian glass blowing, and you can tell if glass is real by how much it cost. And here's a video of a glass blower showing us how to create a horse from start to finish. And it usually takes the glass about 24 hours to cool completely down. So even though it might not look hot, you better not touch it. And finally, thank you to the College of Engineering for allowing this to happen.